Lighting, it's important, especially on YouTube. But what is the best lighting for YouTube? Is it the usual YouTube flood your face with lights? Or is it the more cinematic look? I don't know, you can decide for yourself. As we pit YouTube lighting versus cinematic lighting. Alright, so here I'm going to speed through, how I would set up my YouTube flood your face with lighting. So here you go, here's the normal YouTube layout with light just flooding me. Also, I'm in the middle of the camera. If I was doing this myself, I would be over about here. Yeah, this is where I'd be, a lot better. But for YouTube, this is the normal YouTube setup. Notice the camera's slightly higher, so it makes my nose look smaller. This is pretty much the YouTube light. It's just flooding. It's a little softer because I bounce it off, and I don't have one of those O lights. I don't really like, people really like the whites you can see in the eyes. It's just really, really bright. I think it looks super unnatural. I mean, it looks okay. I mean, it kind of looks cool when you first see it, but as you keep staring at it, it looks kind of creepy. So I don't like to do that. I mean, you can kind of see the whites. If I look, I can see the white of the sheet that that I'm bouncing the light off, but it's not weird or in any way, it's not creepy, right? Like the O's, it's creepy. But I'll let you take a look. Let me just turn on my handy dandy camera. So let's take a look. So as you can see, I'm bouncing obviously the lights off the white sheet, and I'm using two, and they're kind of pointed up, but they're also kind of pointed, a little bit in my direction. But as you notice, they're not directly on me. The only one that's directly on me is the light behind, but even that's kind of blocked by the sheet, except for that top part right there. And then my little light that I have on top, it's not directed at me either. It's pointed at the ceiling and bouncing light off there. It's really best to bounce light off, because if you have light directly on you, it one shows your greasiness or shines off your face, unless you're wearing makeup, which I'm not gonna do that. I'll just show you what it looks like. Alright, so this is with the lights pointed right at me, and as you can see, I can see just looking at the little screen, I look a lot redder, I look yellowy too, maybe it might be because of this, but no, it's because of the light that's going off, and I look a little, it's I'm a lot shinier, because the light's not bouncing off anything, it's, just going straight. I mean, I even put up covers. And see, I put up covers to cover it. Also, I had to raise the light so that they were, level with me, so they're not, casting shadows, upwards like you do when you hold a flashlight underneath your face. You look creepy. So I'm not a fan of doing this. Some people do it, but unless you're gonna wear makeup, I really wouldn't recommend doing this just because your face is gonna look shiny. But all right, let's go ahead and take a look at the cinematic way. So now this is the cinematic way. As you can tell, first off, the camera's level with me. It's not I'm not looking above or anything. You'll notice the light's a lot softer on me. You can see a lot more shadows underneath my eyes, which is why people flood their face with light, to light up all that area, to get rid of that. So that's one reason to do it. But I kind of like the natural, more cinematic way. But let me show you what this kind of looks like from my viewpoint. All right, so as you can see, I have the sheet again. But this time, there's the light behind it, which you can kind of see reflected right there, through the shooting, at me through the sheet. And then I have this one light, which is again bouncing off the light off the sheet and the ceiling on me, plus my little one, which is, as you can see, it's facing all the way back, reflecting light off of there and off the ceiling onto me. I also am using my window right here as a light source. However, that's not the best way to do it, because if you do it like I do it using the window, you have to do it at a certain time of day, which is for me, it's about in the afternoon, about 2. And then I also have backlighting. However, with this backlighting and my background, there is one issue that makes this not entirely the cinematic approach. So this isn't exactly the cinematic 100%, because as you can see, my background, I can touch my background, which is not something you should be able to do. Well, I mean, technically, the thing is with cinematic, your background's supposed to be a lot darker than you are. So when you film, your background should be like way back there and not lit, not like super close to you where your lights are hitting, you know, the ones that are hitting me are also hitting the back. Also the backlight, as you can see, when I turn, see how it like gets shiny right here? Yeah, my backlight should be way behind me, like way behind me. But obviously with this, the way it's laid out, I can't do that. So that's why I'm on this side looking this way so this doesn't light up. If I had a real cinematic, I would do everything I've done here except for that light, again, would be way behind me. And then my background would be way back. I can do it here and I'll show you, but I'll show you why I don't like to do it. So we'll go to what it should look like. All right, so as you can see, this is much better with the darker background way back there, and I can have my light that's backlighting me like way back there off camera, so it's not like shining right on me. But the problem with this is, which I don't like it, which is why I don't use it, is as you can see, there's like pots and pans and things, and it's just, it's not good. It's not a good back. I mean, the other one's like, it's not the best, but at least it has like paintings and stuff, but this would be cinematic. I have the same setup, the sheet, the light bouncing off, little light on top, and then of course the backlight, which is a lot farther back, giving me backlight. So yeah, this is how you do, you know, cinematic stuff. So there you go, that's the YouTube light versus the cinematic light. You know, I personally obviously like the cinematic way. I just like the way it feels and the way it looks. However, you know, if you like the YouTube one where it floods your face with light, you know, do that one. However, I say if you're gonna do that, do what I did and bounce the light, you know, off of things, whether it's the ceiling or the sheet or something white, just because, you know, you don't want the lights pointed directly at you. It just doesn't look good. But yeah, there you go. So now you've seen both and you can choose for yourself. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If you have time, check out my other channel, Beast Puff. And yeah, go create something. Use different lighting techniques. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, there's a mysterious beast. Oh, it's Batman.